Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Okay, shall we start the class? Okay, good afternoon once again.
Not
So we will just do a recap of the last class where I had business. So we had seen what is the meaning of business. It is a organization which is started by a single individual or a group of individuals to buy and sell goods. So then we had seen the nature of business, all the activities which the company does in creating, marketing, selling their products and services, all is known as the nature of business. So that also we have seen. So then we saw also the role of business. Role of business is to satisfy the customer's demand for a product or a service. So the business role is to produce and distribute the goods and services to satisfy the needs of the customers. So this is all we had covered in the last class. So business generally has a responsibility. It has to meet customer demand. It has to supply products and services as per customer demands. It has some responsibility towards customers. It has some responsibility towards other stakeholders like employees, suppliers, bankers, to the government people, to general society. They have a responsibility towards all these stakeholders. They have a responsibility towards the environment also. They have to take care of the environment when they are doing the business activities. So business is a responsible activity which has to be undertaken, and they have to continuously, the business has to continuously innovate itself. They have to continuously come out with new products, change some features in their products, come out with new additions to their products so that they can remain in the market. So if they do not innovate their product, if they do not bring about any changes in their product, then they cannot remain long in the market. Slowly they will die out from the market. So business is very risky. It is a very risky adventure. It has a very uncertain life. You don't know whether the business will stay for a long period of time or whether it will be there for a short period of time. So the business fundamental role is the same, that they have to provide products and services to satisfy customers' need, and they have to continuously improve upon their products, upon their business activities, so that they can satisfy, continue to be in the market and continue to satisfy the customers. So profit maximization is not the main motive of business. No, it's not only making profits. That is not only the core mission of a business. They have some responsibility towards various stakeholders. They have to fulfill those responsibility towards the various stakeholders. They have to take care of that also. They have to treat their employees in a fair manner. They have to treat the suppliers Those who supply raw materials also treat them well. They have to take care of government rules and regulations. They have to take care of environment. They have to take care of the general public also, not produce harmful products which will harm them. So business responsibility has greatly increased now. The expectations from business has changed. People want more and more things from business. It's not just a product, it's not just a service which the people want from business. They want business to satisfy so many expectations. So business has to be ready to satisfy the expectations of all the different stakeholders who are having a role in business. So people today, they have lost trust in business because there is lot of corruption, there is lot of fraud happening, there is a poor performance of businesses. So all this is creating a lot of problem in business. So people have lost the trust in business. They are not able to believe the products or services which is provided by business. They are not able to fully trust the business today because business has become highly corrupted. There is a lot of fraud happening in business. They are cheating people, they are cheating customers, they are cheating employees, suppliers, government people. So many things are negative things are happening in business, which has made the people to lose trust in business today. So can you hear me, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. So now we will go to the basic business functions. These are the three basic business functions, that is operations, finance, and marketing. So these are the three departments, you can say. In a business, there are so many departments. Manufacturing department is what is your operations department, where they manufacture the product. So finance department is your accounts department, where they take care of all the finance requirements. And marketing department is the department which does the promotion, selling, marketing of all the products and services. So these are the three basic functions of marketing. Apart from this, you will see so many other departments also in business, like HR department is there, so logistics distribution department is there. So there are so many others. R&D department is there. But the three main functions, basic functions which is required in a business, without which the business cannot function, is these three departments. That is the operations or manufacturing department, the finance department, and the marketing department. So one by one we will see each. So operations, like I told you, is the manufacturing department. So here the company is producing their products and services. So it is a very key function. So if they are not manufacturing, then the business is not existing. The business does not need to exist if they are not doing any production over there. So it is a key function. And businesses are producing two types of products, that is tangible products and intangible products. Do you understand what is tangible and intangible? Do you understand what is tangible product?
Tangible product has a physical appearance and we can touch and feel,
Yeah. And intangible?
which has no physical appearance and we can feel it but we cannot touch it.
Yeah, very good. Can you give me an example for each tangible product?
Tangible
Land and
product.
building.
Yeah, building, cell phone, table, chair, all these are tangible. What is intangible product example?
Goodwill.
Goodwill.
Intangible,
Trademark.
yes,
Trademark. Goodwill. This.
trademark,
Patents.
patents,
Patents.
yeah. So, like,
Copyright.
yeah, copyright or services like banking service, hospitality service, travel service, all these are services. These are all intangible products. Your dry cleaning service, so your restaurant service, all these are intangible products. There will be some physical products included in the service, like in the restaurant, the food is a tangible component, the table, chair, the room where you are sitting and eating in the restaurant. These are all the additions. But the essential service which you are enjoying in the restaurant is an intangible product. You are enjoying the experience of having a meal in the restaurant. So that experience is an intangible product. Like when you give for dry cleaning your clothes is the physical element, but the service which you are getting is dry cleaning is an intangible product. You cannot touch it, you cannot see it, you cannot feel it. You can only experience that your dry cleaned clothes are very clean, they smell nice, you feel nice to wear it. So that is the intangible product. So companies, businesses, they produce both kind of products, that is tangible and intangible products. So intangible products is all your services and tangible product is all your physical products which you can see around you. So the aim of business, the main aim of business is to produce or to manufacture the goods and services in order to meet the customer demand. So they have to manufacture and supply and meet the customer demand. So that is what operations does. They do the production or they do the manufacturing part of business in order to meet the customer's demand. So if they produce more and if they supply more, then what the demand is there, then it is a wastage of the company's resources because they are producing more whereas the demand is very less. But suppose they are producing very less and the demand is more, then the customer will not be satisfied. The customer will be dissatisfied because he is not getting the enough products that he wants from the company. So basically the company is using the operations function to manage and control their supply chain. So they are managing the demand by meeting it with supply. They are trying to match up supply and demand. They are trying to match both by managing and controlling their supply chain. So how much they produce the goods, that should match up with how much is the demand from the customer side. So operations function, it's a key function of business, but it cannot operate on its own. It needs the support of marketing and finance, the other two functions. So without financial resources, how can manufacturing happen? How can you get the raw materials? How can you get the machinery? How can you employ the labor to produce these goods? So you need the help of finance function. Finance resource is very important in operations. Without that, operations cannot do anything. Same way, operations also needs the support of marketing. That is, they are just manufacturing the products, but it will lie in their godown if there is nobody to market it. They need a group of people, that is the marketing people, to promote, come out with advertisements for their products, to do promotion of their products, and to sell their products, distribute their products in different outlets and sell their products. So the operations also needs the support of the marketing people. Operations is only doing the manufacturing part, whereas the marketing part, the promotion part is done by the marketing function. So that is why marketing operations cannot operate on its own. It needs the support of the other two departments, that is marketing department and the finance department. Without these two, operations cannot function on its own in a business. Now we will go to finance. So the finance department's main role is to provide financial resources. It has to collect financial resources and allocate it to different parts of the organization. They have to give it to different departments in the organization. So finance is a critical function because they are providing the financial resources and the material resources for the business to be run. So they are the people who are managing the cash flow. They are making sure cash flow is available in all the departments. They are doing the budgeting, making sure that the operations has a budget to start their manufacturing and what is the output after manufacturing, whether they have completed the manufacturing within budget or whether they have gone beyond the budget. So they do budgeting, they decide how much financial resources each department of a business has to use. They have to also do asset management, that is whatever assets, whatever equipment, whatever machinery, whatever furniture, all the lighting, all whatever infrastructure, all these are the assets. So the finance department has to manage all these assets. They have to make sure that all these assets are available for the business so that the business can do its business activities, and when the business is expanding, then they have to get more additional assets for the business. So they have to also take care of financial statements. They have to do balancing of the financial statements. They have to see how much cash inflow has happened, how much cash outflow has happened. They have to match both that, balance both that in their financial statements. So finance is a very critical function in the business. So without finance, business cannot function. Without finance, operations cannot be there and marketing cannot be there. So it's a very critical function. Finance is a very critical function. It determines the success of the organization. So if the organization has got the financial funds, then only it can do operations successfully, it can do marketing successfully, and it can achieve success in the market. It can meet the customer demand. But if the funds are not there, if the capital is not there, or it is not sufficient, the capital is not sufficient, or the funds are very less, then the business will not be able to function successfully. So finance is a very important critical function among all these three functions of business. Then we go to marketing. Marketing, as I told you, it is all about promoting the goods and services. So whatever goods have been produced, they have to do the promotion by various type of advertisements. It can be TV advertisement, it can be newspaper advertisement, or it can be internet advertisement, any kind of advertisement, or salesmen coming door to door and selling the products, any kind of promotion. So marketing department is responsible for the promotion of the goods and services. So they marketing makes sure that the goods are available to all the customers. It is available at the places where they want, and it makes sure that all the customers are aware of the company's products and services by doing the advertisements, by doing the promotion. So when customers get awareness of the products and services, they will go to any of the outlets to purchase the products. But before doing all this promotion and distribution and making the products available to customers, first of all, marketing has to understand the customers thoroughly. So they have to do research on their customers. They have to find out their needs, wants, and demands. So after doing research on customers, after finding their needs, wants, and demands, then only they can make sure that whatever products that have been manufactured, whether it is meeting the needs, wants, and demands of customers. So marketing, first thing they have to do is to understand the customers, and then they have to make sure that whatever products it is trying to promote or it is trying to sell is as per the customer's requirements. So they have to maintain some standards. What standards? Quality standards, or any standard, performance standard, whatever standard the customer requires is up to the product that is available is up to these standards which the customers want. So the marketing department has to develop many strategies. They have to develop strategies is action plan. So they have to develop these action plans. So they have to develop their marketing strategy. They have to develop their advertising strategy. They have to develop their promotional strategy. So marketing strategy is how to market the products. So they have to develop an action plan. How are they going to market the products? Promotional strategy is how are they going to promote the products? What are the various media or what are the various channels they are going to use to advertise the product? So that will be decided in the promotional strategy. How are they going to make the customers aware of their products? So that will be decided in the promotional strategy. Then advertising strategy will be where all they should advertise. So which media they should use to advertise nowadays? Digital media is used a lot for advertisement because it's very cheap, it is very cost effective. Company can reach a large number of people through the digital media. If you see TV advertisement, newspaper advertisement, they cannot reach such a large group of people as the digital media is able to reach. The internet is accessed by so many people, so they can reach larger groups of people. So it's a very cost effective way of advertising. So marketing has to make sure that they have to promote more of the products and they have to increase awareness about the products and services which the company is offering. So the marketing department also is an important department because just by manufacturing the product and keeping it in the godown, it's not going to be sold. So marketing is required, promotion is required, advertising is required. Then only the products will move out from the godown into the shops. And finally, it will reach into the hands of customers. So marketing function is also a very important function. But among all these three functions, it is the financial function which is the most critical, because without finance, nothing can function in business. So now we will see what is the difference between business function and business process. So business function, like we saw in the earlier slides, is the critical functions like finance, marketing, operations. So these are some units in an organization. They have some responsibilities. They have some activities which they have to carry out so that they can achieve the mission of the business, what the business is existing for, what is it focusing on, that is the mission. So to achieve the mission of the organization, the business function is required. So each function has a different type of activities and different types of responsibilities. There are different types of behavior. They will show. Marketing function will show marketing behavior. Finance function will show financial behavior, and operations will show the operations behavior. So what is business process? Business process is a set of activities, or it is a series of steps where they use the marketing functions to carry out the organization's mission. So business process is a process where there is a set of activities or there is a series of steps which is also used to carry out the mission of the organization. So business process is performed by the stakeholders of the organization, different stakeholders of the organization, like customers are there, employees are there, suppliers are there, investors are there, government people are there, general public is there. So all these are the stakeholders. Financial institutions are there. So all these are the stakeholders. So the business process is a set of interrelated steps. It's a series of steps to achieve the goals of the organization. So each step in the business process, there is a task which is given to an employee. So in marketing process, if you take, the marketing employee has got a task to do in each of the marketing job that has been given to him. So for example, process automation or business process management. Nowadays, the process is getting automated. That means everything is being done through machines today. So nowadays, you must have heard of robots being used in manufacturing, or you must have heard of AI, artificial intelligence, which is used in companies. So IoT, Internet of Things, this is also a new development that is happening in business. So this is all automation, which is happening in business where the machines are replacing the humans. So less number of labor is required and more number of machines are required in today's business to run the business efficiently. So this is more cost effective for the company to use machines rather than using labor, because less chance of mistake, less chance of any human mistake. So that is why business process automation is becoming more and more popular today. So the importance of business process. In large organizations, business process is very much needed because large organizations, there are lot of large departments. So to run all these departments efficiently, they need a business process. So it helps to make the activities efficient, individual employees activities efficient, team activities efficient. It makes sure that the resources are used well, the resources are used in an optimum way. There is no wastage of resources. So today many resources are scarce, many resources are limited. So to make sure that the resources are not wasted and resources are used in the most efficient way, we need business process. So this is the importance of business process. That is the series of steps which is used by stakeholders to achieve the business goals. So it is a more efficient way, which is more cost effective way. It is less chance of any error or mistakes happening in business. There is less risk involved. There is more planning involved. So that is why the business process has become important. So, a well-defined business process will help you business to understand which are the tasks which is important to achieve the goals of business. It makes the business more efficient. So everybody works in a very productive way. So everything goes smoothly. There is more communication happening between people, between departments, between functions. People become more accountable, more responsible. There is more optimum use of resources. So the day-to-day operations are happening smoothly in the business. There is less chaos, there is less disruptions in day-to-day operations. Whatever the work that has been planned, it is standardized. So business process is very, very important in a organization today, especially in today's modern businesses, which are very large, which produce tons, which produce in tons. They need business process to run their activities smoothly. So example of business process is you can take the hiring process in an HR department. Suppose HR department wants to hire an HR executive. So there is a process. So first they will put advertisement for the HR executive. Then nowadays advertisements are put online, naukri.com or monster.com, or maybe the company's website, or maybe in LinkedIn or somewhere. They will put their advertisements online. Then many candidates will apply in the portal, and then screening process is done in the third step, where the HR people will screen all the applications they have received. They will remove out the unwanted applications. They will take only the wanted applications to the next stage. Then in the next stage, the rounds will start, maybe technical round, aptitude round, GD round. All these rounds will be there through which the candidate has passed. Then the candidate who has cleared all these rounds with great success will come to the last stage, that is the interview round, where he will have interview with HR department, where an offer will be made, negotiation will be happening between the candidate and the HR people, and finally the offer letter will be given to the selected candidate. So this is an example of a business process, how the business process happens in organization. So likewise, in each function of the department, there will be business processes. So these business processes help to standardize the work of businesses. It helps to make it more efficient. It helps to make it more less of errors, more efficient and less of errors, and to get the result, to get the output. So to achieve the business goals, what is the goal of business? Profit maximization, or to meet customers' demand, or to satisfy the customers, or to give returns to the investors, whatever the business goal. So to meet that business goal, they have to use business processes in their organization. So I'll stop here for today, and I will just give me a minute. I'll get your logbook and take your attendance.
प्रभु
हाँ भाई, क्या भाई?
yeah प्रभु what
हाँ
man
भाई, what man? Simply, let's see you got in it.
प्रभु
Yes, attendance time.
So how are all of you?
We are fine, ma'am. What about you?
Fine, fine. How was your internals?
Internals were good, ma'am.
Good, huh?
Okay,
All
okay.
of you wrote well?
No.
All of you wrote?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
Be careful. Don't go outside much. Okay.
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, I'll take attendance. Ranjit is there. Aishwarya is there. Anusha.
Present, ma'am.
Okay, Bala.
Aishwarya here, ma'am.
Yeah, Aishwarya.
Present, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Balaji. Bhavana.
Present, ma'am.
Yeah, Bhavana. Kumar. Bindushri. Brinda.
Present, ma'am.
Darshini.
Present, ma'am.
Dilip. Farhan.
present ma'am
Garib.
Present, ma'am.
Sadhya.
Hemant.
Present, ma'am.
Kishan. Libin.
Present, ma'am.
Manjunath. PS. Manjunath R. Manoj HS. Manoj Kumar. Mohammad Ramshed. Mohammad Sabiq. Ashwini. Naveen. Naveen Kumar. Nishal.
Present, ma'am.
Many people are absent.
Nishal present, ma'am.
Okay, mark you. Nivedita. Pavitra.
Present, ma'am.
Prabhu.